Hey guys, welcome back. My name is Sima. I am 36 years old woman living in between Paris and Almaty in Kazakhstan, and I used to work in fashion for more than a decade, and now I work in wellness. Me working in wellness was part of my wellness journey as well. I lost over 25 kilos 4 years ago, or maybe more. I was doing this during pandemic, and I remember myself when I started that the only thing that I didn't want it is restrictions in diet. And I was kind of very disciplined about what I eat and less disciplined how I move my body, but that will change later on, and now I believe that you have to do both. But I think eating healthy and actually eating clean and well is 80% of the success and result, and this actually helped me to preserve and make kind of peace with food and actually sustain the result that I achieved. And let me not show, because if I would show you, that would be exact same thing every single day. Let me explain how I eat in a day from morning till evening. Let's go. So since I've been doing this for more than 5 years now, I have track of things that are good on me, because I've been wearing glucose monitor for quite some time. I wear Whoop monitor now for a couple of months. I've been weighing myself for the whole period for 4 years at least, so I know exactly how my body reacts to a certain food. And this already, everything that I'm going to tell you is something that worked on me. It might not work on other people, but come on, we are all different, and if you want to dive in exploring yourself, this is like the most amazing journey. But to me, I love digits. I love everything I love numbers. I love everything that comes from numbers, especially when that can explain me myself, my body, and regime and routine that I created for myself wasn't created yesterday. I'm spending 4 or 5 years on that, and this is sort of like a Bible to me now. So when I start my day, I prioritize sleep, and after that I would drink big glass, almost like 500 milliliters of water, warm water, that I put beside my next to my table on a little thermos like this one. It's warm, and I know because I prepared it the night before, and that's just helps me to sustain and maintain this. At least, like, I know like hydration level was sort of okay, fine. And also I feel like it's almost like hugging yourself from inside out, because warm water is so different than cold. And I think I stopped drinking cold drinks very long time ago. So warm drinks, number one, and warm water. I don't put anything into that, or not lemon, not ginger, but I think it's kind of nice as well. It just takes a bit more time and practice to get used to that habit, but to me it's as this simple as that. And I figure that morning coffee, like coffee first thing in the morning, is a bad idea to me, but maybe it's okay for other people. I always eat at work. I can feed my family in the morning, give them breakfast, and then I will go to work, because I work at the cafe. I have my own healthy wellness cafe here in Almaty. So to me, it's also part of the job, and I just love solo moments in the morning when I eat alone and having my breakfast. Usually it's something super simple. I've been eating cottage cheesecakes for 2 years, and I finally tired of it, and now I start my day with 2 options. First, it's also something that comes from fiber, fats, and protein, and there is never carbs. Even as a dessert, I will keep this as a second or a third meal of the day. And if it's something more like savory and heavy, that would be scrambled eggs, some salmon, avocado, and no bread. Sometimes that could be halloumi cheese, and that's pretty much it. When I was on vacation, I would add something local that was like stir-fried rice, but that's also carbs, so I had to be a bit careful with that because I see from numbers, and I see from like I feel it that when I start with a bit of carbs in the morning, I just feel tired and drained throughout the day. I don't like that. So to me, I try to stick to this rule when there is protein, fats, and fiber. Now we started making spring rolls and at the cafe, and we have 2 options with chicken and with salmon. And I'm obsessed with the sauce we make. It's like peanut butter sauce with some sesame oil. And last 2 weeks I've been eating this as my breakfast because there is a lot of fiber. There is cabbage, there is cucumbers, there is some fats as avocado, and also if I take like chicken, there's protein. And I might finish it with some we have this sweet protein pot. It's Greek yogurt with some protein, like whey protein, and berries. There is no sugar, and this combo to me is just perfect. There's enough protein to me in the morning, and it makes me feel happy, and that's how I start my day. I don't even drink coffee. Somehow I just got tired of it. I don't know. I'm not like connected or obsessed with caffeine, so I try other drinks as well. For example, at cafe we have this drink called stress-free latte, which is chaga. It's a mushroom that kind of calms down your nervous system, and some cacao, no sugar as well, and I drink it with almond milk. That's it. That would be my breakfast. Now I'm recording this. It's 8 a.m. I'm going to work in a couple of after I finish this, and that would be my breakfast. That's it. Let's go. I'll explain my lunch. I consider myself quite boring person, and I love things that are on a repeat. To me, lunch is sharing, and I read this book called Never Eat Alone. There is this book. And I think there is even 2 books about that from the same author. And I remember reading this maybe 10 years ago, and he was saying that it's like a part of the process building your networking system, and like share your lunch or share your breakfast or whatever, share your meal. And I'm trying to have lunch with someone. Sometimes it's also breakfast, but to me lunch is like more convenient. For lunch, I would eat exact same thing as I would eat for breakfast. For some people, I know it's boring, but to me, it's kind of like, I see a lot of comfort in it, because you don't need to stress out what to eat, because honestly, people will spend a lot of time thinking what to eat, where to eat. And to me, it's just simple as that. I know that I can have, for example, same spring rolls for lunch, and probably I might eat something sweet, but again, no sugar. Like for example, yesterday I had spring rolls because again, fiber, again, protein, and I finished it with, we have this keto cheesecake at my cafe, and it was delicious. Sometimes I just need to check things, how it's going and like the way it's been cooked. Or we just launched this thing. I obsessed with jelly things. I love jelly. And we have this cherry jelly and we have this souffle with protein. It's strawberry souffle with protein. There is no sugar as well. To me, that would be my dessert and I will feel so happy and complete. That's probably it. And or if, for example, I can eat the same breakfast, same way like eggs, scrambled eggs with salmon, or I can switch it with some, I don't know, chicken, for example. And I also can incorporate some beans because I really love red beans, for example. And that would be it. If I want to eat a fruit, to me, fruit is a dessert. And I remember when I started losing weight, fruit was out of my list because it contains a lot of sugar sometimes, and when you're trying to lose weight, it's not a good idea. And I wasn't counting calories. I actually never counting calories during this, at least throughout my wellness journey last 5 years. I did it once in my 20s, and I remember I felt so anxious and it's just so draining. So now I never count calories. To me, it's just a waste of time. You have to listen to your body and understand what's good, what's bad. And if I want to eat fruit, to me that would be green apple. We always have green apples at home, and it would be like green as possible. Bananas, these are already going a bit yellow, and it's maybe in 2 days would be good for a smoothie. But sometimes that would be bananas, and and berries. I love berries. That would be my dessert. And I can incorporate some nuts as well if I want. For example, some cashews or almonds. We also have activated almonds at the cafe, which I love because we add a bit of vinegar. Yeah, balsamic vinegar into that, and it just tastes delicious. Let's go. I'll explain you the dinner. So dinner, to me, one first rule that I understood about myself, I have to have these early dinners preferably before 5. Yes. Because I also go to bed quite early, around 10 p.m. So having early dinners allows me to feel lighter in the evening. And I know that my body won't spend time like processing and digesting everything that I eat when I have to sleep. And I know that for 100% it will affect my recovery if I will eat close to bedtime. So I try to eat during daylight, and it could be like 6 p.m., 5 p.m., sometimes a bit earlier. And like I have to say that also I start the day quite early. I wake up at 6:30, and that means I'm kind of hungry like earlier than other people. What I do if I'm going out, for example, with other people and I have to eat later, I will just follow my rules. I mean that I have to prioritize protein and fiber during dinner. And if I would eat at home, I try to be at home around 5. It's the time when the kids back home as well from school. So we had a little chat, and I'm trying to be on point what kind of things are going at school, and just like reconnecting with them. And we eat the same thing, and sometimes I allow them to eat some ice cream, sugar-free ice cream, or that could be just a normal, regular ice cream. And that could be the same thing to me as well. This could be, again, some salad. I might eat a little bit of chicken, tuna. I love canned tuna. I know it's kind of weird. I hate the fresh one. I loved king tuna. So king tuna, I might add a bit of, I don't know, sour cream into that, and some veggies, some cucumbers with tomatoes, and that's it. That could be my dinner. So prioritizing protein plus fiber. And usually I just don't eat any desserts for dinner, and that helps me to achieve the best recovery possible. And I've been tracking recovery for quite some time now, and I'm going to show you, for example, here. I will put this on the screen. You can see that yesterday and today I had 93 and 96 recovery rate, and before that I had quite low. I was in a yellow zone, which probably was because I wasn't sleep enough, and also I'm 100% I was eating closer to bedtime. Yesterday I had my dinner. I had fish. I had truth with veggies, and I even had some cheese, and that was something around 6 p.m. Still was a daylight, and I went to bed around midnight because I was out with friends. We went for kind of resort out here in Almaty, and I came back home quite late, so still managed to get the best recovery of last 10 days actually. So the last part is snacks, and I'm not never, but I try to avoid snacking because my sister is a nutritionist, and she just keeps saying like, no snacks, no snacks, no snacks, because we have to give our body and our stomach a rest sometimes, and it just makes our blood sugar levels go up. So I'm trying to avoid that, and if I'm really, really hungry and I want to have something, that would be probably some nuts and never something sweet. Yeah, that's it. And when it comes to supplements, there's no supplement that I eat that I take all the time. Maybe just the enzymes, yes, for sure. And I try not forget to drink apple cider vinegar before each meal, which helps me to like have the same level of blood sugar. And that's it. So this sounds pretty boring, but that helps me to have almost same weight throughout the last 5 years. Also helps me to feel my best, to feel amazing, and just to be a good example for my family as well, because I see we change, like your family changes when someone first start, and it usually starts with women in a family. At least we managed to get like this early dinners. That's amazing already. Kids are more smart than us, and they are trying to understand and absorb why you eat this way, because it's also part of learning and like exploring and education, right? Last thing that I wanted to tell you, everything that I just explained doesn't work for every single person, and to me it might sound that I don't eat a lot, maybe, but I have to say that I have problems with portions. I don't have problems saying no to things, like I don't drink alcohol for quite a long time now. Last time I had a couple of glasses of wine for my birthday last year, so that means more than a year I have not been having at least a glass of wine. But with food, when it comes to food, I might have problems with portions. Like I might get obsessed and eat not one apple but 3, or I mean, we all have something. And of course, when I'm out or when I'm out for vacation, my food routine might adjust. and that's normal. I just try to have peace with that and not to blame myself for anything, and just trying to be, making best choices for myself every single day, especially when it comes to food, because we are what we eat, right? So I hope this was helpful and wasn't boring, and let me know in the comments what you guys think, and if something maybe relates to you. Thank you.